5 solid foundational style rules that you should break. Yes, gentlemen, you heard me correctly. I'm talking about good rules, rules I have laid out when you're starting your foundation. You're starting to dress better. And that's the key word, starting. Many of you guys have been at this for a year, for a few years. And so these rules can be a liability. They can be holding you back. So I'm going to lay these rules out. I'm going to talk about how to correctly break them. Rule number 1, every man needs to own a suit. Okay, that rule is not true. Let's look at Gandhi. Let's look at the Dalai Lama. Let's look at Slash. Let's look at Mark Zuckerberg. Obviously, there are some people who make it through life and they don't have to wear a suit. But if you're not a rock star, you're not a billionaire software developer, you are not a religious leader, you may want to consider, okay, can I use the suit to my advantage? But going back to that rule, I'm going to say you don't need to just own a suit. You need to own a suit that you love to wear. And that's what I would add and amend to that rule. A lot of guys, when they're starting off, yes, they go buy their first suit, which I recommend in a dark charcoal gray, a medium gray, or a dark blue. Depends on, if you're a younger guy, go for the gray. If you're an older guy, go for the blue. Or you're in a business environment, definitely go for a solid in either one. Go for multiple suits. And that's another amendment to that rule. Maybe you want to own multiple suits, but you want to love to wear everything that is in your closet. Because if you're buying suits and they're sitting in your closet, doesn't matter that you show up to a meeting and you're like, man, I own a suit. It's back at my house. That doesn't matter. You're not wearing the suit and you're not going to wear something that you don't love. So be willing to spend a little bit more money to get exactly the suit that when you put it on, you feel like $1,000,000. It feels like your suit of armor. That is how I would amend that rule. Rule number 2 to break, gentlemen, match metals with metals, match leathers with leathers. This rule makes a lot of sense when you're getting started. Okay, don't take those light brown shoes and match them with a black belt. I want to go black belts with black shoes. If I'm wearing silver metals, okay, I want to try to match it with other silver metals, with my cufflinks, with any tie accessories, with maybe the buckle on my shoes, the buckle on my belt, all those things that make sense and it looks good, but you're going to run into problems. Because what about a pair of shoes like this? What do I go with? Do I match it with the dark brown? Do I match it with the light brown? Do I wear 2 belts at the same time? How do I deal with something like this? Or you get in a pair of shoes like this. Beautiful. But who has a gray suede belt? I don't have a gray suede belt. So what do you do in this situation? You need to understand that matching is great to start off with, but you want to be looking to complement. Complementing items is where they actually work together. And to me, it's even better than matching because it's showing that you can take advanced principles and you understand, okay, gray suede looks good, but you know what? I could wear this with black. I could wear this with any variation of gray. I could actually even wear this with colors. I could actually try to go with something that's lighter colored as well. Or I could just have fun with the belt. And this is when I wear my fun belt. But in any case, you understand that you're not going to match this exactly. Instead, you need to find a belt. You need to find other maybe leather pieces that would work well with it. With this right here, you realize I could go with either, or I could even go with one that falls between them. I just need to get close. You realize, okay, I can wear certain metals. I can take gold and I can actually wear it with silver, especially when silver is with a wedding band, or you can change it up. You know that that rule is there, but you decide, I really love this watch or I love this ring and I'm just going to wear them together and make it happen. Now, speaking of accessories complementing each other, I want you to look at these 3 watches and let me know down in the comments which of these 3 watches you think would complement my outfit best and you would love to have. Okay, guys? So really quick, right up, we've got the Aviator. Beautiful watch, right? I think actually the dark colors, the dark face, that metal band, I think actually that would work with the outfit I'm currently wearing. Next up, we've got the Whiskey Barrel. Now, look at that light brown with my green jacket with that blue shirt. I really like the look of this one. Next up, we've got the Rosewood. So I have to admit, I am a silver guy. I just love silver. That mix with that rosewood, I think it's just beautiful. Gents, those 3 beautiful watches, you can find them over at Original Grain. I'm linking to them down in the description. They're the paid sponsor of today's video. So I'm proud to support Original Grain because for 2 years, you guys have been telling me via email, and I've met up with you guys in New York, in Chicago. You have shown me that you guys wear these watches, that you love them. Now, the Minimalist Collection, you guys know I love it, and I've talked about it before, but those 3 watches I just showed you are not from the Minimalist Collection. So to win one of those watches, guys, you've got to go visit their website down below. And don't forget, there's that awesome discount code if you don't win, which I'm sorry to say most of you won't. But hey, when I have extra watches, I try to send them out. But go check out their website. What you're going to see is the collection those other watches are in. Let me know the collection, how you would wear that watch, what you would style it with, how you would make it complement items, your shoes, your jacket, what you would wear in your wardrobe. And guys, we're going to choose a couple winners, but I want to thank you guys for supporting them. They're such a good company. Again, discount code down there and use that link to go check them out. Rule number 3 to break: only buy classic clothing. So this is actually a pretty good rule. I talk about it quite a bit because I want you to buy timeless foundational pieces that a decade from now, they're still be in style. Because when you spend good money on clothing, especially like suits, shoes, really nice dress shirts, ties, you'll probably keep them in your wardrobe in rotation for years, sometimes decades. And you want something that, isn't going to become dated, that you can still wear in 10 years and continue to get your money's worth from it. So that's what I push for your foundational wardrobe. But you may find, something's trending right now. I really like those suits with the skinny lapels. I liked actually the look of the, whatever it may be, certain colors, certain styles, they're coming up, they're kind of in vogue. You can break this rule. If you know that you're going to wear the item multiple times, you're going to get your money's worth. So what I advise you to do is look at, how is that item going to make you feel? How many times are you going to wear it? How much is it going to cost? And when you look at all of those, if you can actually wear it multiple times, you can get that cost to wear down really low. This is still going to be something smart. Yes, it may be out of fashion in 2 to 3 years, but if you've worn this 25 times, 50 times, and you're like, I got my money's worth out of that shirt. Yeah, it had all those florals. It was a little bit loud and crazy, but I loved that shirt. There's nothing wrong with then going for a fashionable piece if you wear it. Rule number 4 to break: only buy interchangeable clothing. So very similar to the last rule, I put this one out there because I want you to buy something, whether it be a shirt, whether it be a tie, and it will work with everything else in your wardrobe. That way, you'll be able to get the miles out of it. You'll be able to get the cost per wear down significantly, but there are certain things that I get that if everything was interchangeable, it could be a boring wardrobe. So in that case, feel free to bring in some pieces that are only going to go with a couple items. Now, you want to make sure they match at least something. And if you're going to get that really loud shirt, make sure you got a pair of trousers to work with it. If you got a pair of trousers that are going to draw a bit of attention to them, well, make sure that you've got a muted jacket, a muted shirt, maybe muted shoes, so that the trousers can be the focus. Make sure you wear it, similar to the last point. Rule number 5 to break: only buy clothing that you're confident wearing. Now, I think that this is a great rule that most of us should stick with, but understand that when you buy something and you're taking a chance, you initially grab that, you may be a little bit uncomfortable. You may be uncertain about wearing that particular item. That is fine. What you should do is practice wearing it in and around the house. I know I did this with hats. It was, I have to admit, I'm just not a hat guy, and I'm still not a hat guy, but I bought a couple. I would wear them in and around my office. I would wear them around my house. And then I would find that I would step out of my house and I wouldn't feel awkward. I would then make a small errand in and around my house. So I would slowly venture out, because confidence, understand that it takes a while to develop that confidence. It takes practice. It takes you going out there. Don't feel that to buy it, you have to know that you're going to wear it. You can also practice and build up that confidence. All right, gents, that's it. Now I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Which watch do you think is going to really work with the outfit I'm wearing? Which one is going to complement the look? I'm very curious to see what the winner is going to be. So here they are one more time. Let's look at the Aviator. And that one's beautiful. I love that dark look. Then we've got the Whiskey Barrel. The light brown I know is going to work with my jacket and that shirt. Next up, we've got the Rosewood. This one I really like, and it's a new watch featured, guys, over at Original Grain. They're the paid sponsor of today's video, a great company. I'm proud to support, guys. I'm linking to them down in the description. Use that discount code. It's not going to be around forever. It's a great discount. That's it, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.